can see now, you can get up under here. The camera's fighting me because I got the light on the top of it and everything, but basically you have access to all the roof plugs, running wires, taking out police wire, like there's a wire there. That must have been some sort of antenna right there because it's got a wire running to it. So I'll take that out so I can plug all these. All right, this is the simplest little trick, but it fills those holes perfectly and they will never come undone. So I take a metal disc like this. I'll post a link. I just got them on Amazon. They're super cheap. Yeah, they have a hole in them, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I cut a piece of silver tape so that it's a little bit bigger. Mix up some JB Weld, put it around the circle, just the edges. Then I stick this up on the inside of the vehicle, and the JB Weld will weld itself. The tape will hold it in place while it's welding, and you will have a permanent seal there. Then you can just put Bondo over the top. The hole has been cleaned with alcohol. This is ready to go. Just basically slide it up underneath. And just press that on up there. The tape will hold it in place. And if you don't feel like the JB Weld has totally sealed around, you can smear it around with your glove a little bit to get it in there, but that will bond like you wouldn't believe, and it won't develop those rings around it when you paint it later. So I'll do the same thing with that one, and with the big one over there, and then the trunk one. And if you've seen my video doing the trunk one on my 2010, that location is up behind here. So it's not real easy to get to. I had to use a tool to get it back in there, but it is doable, obviously, because they installed the antenna or whatever there at one point. All right, got that one off. You see it's a 1-inch nut, and then it just popped up. Now it was a little bit stuck down. I had to kind of get the razor blade under there to free it, but once I did, you see they even left the wire on it. So those are plugged, and this one will be next. All right, I drilled an extra supplemental hole there to help. Yeah, like I said, I don't understand why they put that hole there as opposed to someplace a little bit easier to access, but it is patched now, and it is not easy to do, let me tell you. I don't remember how I did it before on my 10, but I fished a tool here with it basically balanced and then stuck it perfectly. This time I was trying that, but I couldn't get the tool and everything through here. So what I ended up doing was basically holding that aluminum tape and trying to keep it from, because it wanted to stick up, obviously. So tried to slide it over to here and then get a finger in this side and pull it over, and then quickly pull this down so that I could see here and try to maneuver it until it was right where I wanted it, and then pushed it up. And it worked. But there were several cuss words said, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, that's done. We'll let that harden, and I will have to clean up my mess. You know, it sucks that I just cleaned this yesterday, but oh well. I'll know I'm not a professional body person, but you got to do what you got to do. So yeah, I'm sure that's probably too much body filler. I'm sure those of you that know what you're doing are going, Oh my God, dude. Put a little bit there. There was kind of it's sort of a dent scratch there. It wouldn't fill that, but I'll put some of the, what do you call it? The orange stuff that fills, anyway, it's escaping me at the moment. So I'm gonna sand, prime, and paint the trunk lid. It's just mainly so that it's done and I can put this all back together, including installing the camera and the little backup parking sensor thingies. Shout out to Mario at Mario's paint class, teaching me how to do the back masking. So basically, if you've never heard of that term, which I hadn't until his video, you put the tape on sticky side out. So basically you're sticking it underneath, and that gives you a nice clean edge. One, to stick your other tape to if you need to, and two, when you go to peel it off, it's not affecting the paint that you are painting. So his channel has been very helpful to me as far as the painting stuff. Still trying to learn this. You know, I used to just like mix it up, and then you know, I saw people saying, no, you should kind of scrape it back and forth and not get air bubbles. Well, guess what? I still got air bubbles in it. And then I still get, like you see there, where it looks like some harder piece of it scraped across. So it's still a learning process. I had a nice thin spreadable consistency though for once. I used to probably put too much hardener in it and get it to where it turned to plastic awfully quick. And these similarly, you know, can laugh if you want, but I will sand them down and hopefully they won't show that there were holes there anymore. And then those I have not decided what to do. I'll probably will pull the door panel off and do the same sort of body repair to those that I did elsewhere, just so that there's not a hole where water can just pour in there. But yeah, I didn't do it at the same time I did the others. I opted to go ahead and plug them the same way I plugged everything else with the metal disc. Basically, when you take the door panel off, you can, hopefully you can see it. But what I did was just basically slide my arm behind there and peel this back so I could see through there to try to get it lined up. Same exact thing on this side. And you see, so once that hardens, and I'll cover it with Bondo, and like I said, I'll probably just paint the door, although I might just leave it, I don't know. Put down the primer, and this is the problem with not being a pro, is basically I forget to change up the pace. So I got a little bit of run there, kind of basically across there. We'll just call it basically the whole flat panel back. You know, compared to when you're spraying up there, it's hard to get a run. But so I'll have to do a little bit of sanding on there before I paint. It's not the end of the world, but it is what it is. This is where, when I'm out of practice, don't do as good a job. These are plugged now. Do need to go back over it probably one more time with the Bondo just to get that totally smooth. And the same thing with up here. I've got that little spot putty stuff. Need to sand it down, try to get it. I mean, it's really difficult for somebody like me who's just a DIY to get these where you can't see at all. But I do my best.